Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here, and well, with the 4.9 version, now 5.0 version out, 4.9 is gone. That of course means that the Honkai Genshin Crossover event, and it is a crossover, not a collab. I'll explain why in a bit. Again, sorry, I'm getting tired of explaining this, but the Honkai Genshin Crossover event is done and over with. Now, before I talk about it, I'm going to explain why it is a crossover, not a collab. And it's as simple as this. A collab is when two separate entities come together to make something. Case in point, the Evangelion event. That was one and done, because it was between MiHoYo and the company that owns Neon Genesis Evangelion. Like I said, one and done. It's gone. However, the Honkai Genshin crossover. A crossover is when, excuse me a minute, the Honkai Genshin crossover. A crossover is when a company takes two of its properties and makes one event. Another example of it is back in the day there was Capcom's is still a pretty big video game company, and one of their most popular game series is Street Fighter, and they made another series starting with X-Men. With those two, they made the first of which are now many crossovers. It was X-Men versus Street Fighter. They continued making the Street Fighter series. Then they made Marvel superheroes. And that's when they came up with Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter, which then became Marvel versus Capcom. So, yeah, that is a crossover. This is also a crossover because it is one company, in this case MiHoYo, with two of their biggest selling games, Honkai Impact 3rd and Genshin Impact. Now, let's get into my thoughts on this event. I've never had so much fun with an event. I mean, I had fun with Evangelion, I had fun with some of the other ones, but this was fun. Okay. I'm not a Genshin player. I have my reasons. It's not that I don't like the game. The game looks absolutely gorgeous, and I know some players of it that say it's a great game. But one of my reasons is because I already spend money on Honkai and Fate Grand Order. So, yeah, there's that. But and I don't want to know a third Vice, if you know what I mean. So, by the way, for those who are waiting for Ball to come out, good luck getting her. Okay. Because if she's anything like her Honkai counterpart, May, she's gonna be fucking awesome. Anyway, back on the event. I loved it. Fischl is a great character. She helped me make it to Red Lotus. I now use her in all Thunder team. Thunder May, Fallen Rosemary Rita, Hairshare of Thunder May, and Fallen Rosemary Rita, and of course Fischl. Excuse me, I got a cough drop in my mouth, so trying to get the what's in my throat up and out. Anyway, back on this. When I was fighting against the Niles Husk. May's normally okay with the Niles Husk, and so is Rita. But Fischl was awesome. Now, another character that I loved so much in this crossover event is right there in the middle. I loved Kashing. I wish she was permanent. I hate the fact that she was event only because and this is straight to MiHoYo. If you do another Genshin, another Honkai Genshin I almost said call up, another Honkai Genshin crossover, please, 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 please make Kashing permanent. Because I absolutely loved using her. She was incredible. I'm like, oh my god, I wish she was permanent. You don't know how many times I said that playing the event. So this, like I said, it was a fun event. I got the Paimon badge. I have it on, and I love the fact that she pops up during some of the victory screens. Unfortunately, with some it's kind of off. Like, for example, with Rita's celebration, she's behind the scythe, and I'm like, I even made I took a picture, I took a screenshot. I was like, I had her going like, like saying, "Excuse me, Miss Maid, can you get your scythe out of the way, please?" So, and I made another one. She's got her arms folded, and she's with God Kiana. And I'm one of those people that thinks that one, Paimon is the unknown goddess, therefore, and therefore, it's God Kiana. So, maybe when Saren disappeared there in chapter 25, she went to Teyvat. That's a possibility. Anyway, love the event. It was fun. I'm actually looking forward to playing Elysian Realm. I haven't tried it yet. I heard that there's it's pretty hard. And right now, from what I understand, 5.1, there's a new character. It's Alicia. And oh man, just this whole thing, whatever there's, if it's any indication, I think the next major part of the story arc is going to be dealing with Moss. Yeah, I know they're being called flame chasers, but there's an old saying: moss are attracted to flame. So, yeah. I will love to see more about it. So, that's my thoughts on the Honkai Genshin crossover. What are yours? I'd like to know. Make a comment below, and we'll talk about it. Until next time, this is Jazz saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.